Hi Pisces, I'm your Empress Divine. You're watching the Empress Divine Channel. I do give messages to the Divine Feminine only. Masculines, I do not apologize for that. If you watch closely as a cross watcher, you may be able to find yourself in your significant other's reading, okay? Y'all, Happy New Year, first and foremost. It being a Pisces full moon, for the new year, I just knew I was going to be drunker than skunk, bringing in the new year up until New Year's Eve when I woke up and I was like, nah, I'm probably going to be doing this and that. And one of the things that I said that I was going to be doing in the new year was doing readings. And here I am doing readings. First thing into the new year after I did, whatever else I said I was going to be doing, which is practicing another craft of mine, but here we are. So I want to see what type of energy Pisces has brought into 2020 and what Spirit wants Pisces to know, at the top of 2020. When that ball drops, what is Spirit trying to drop on Pisces? Of course, we always handle ourselves first. So Divine Feminine, we're going to talk about you first, and then we'll go into the love space, okay? So Goddess Guidance, what do you have for the Pisces Divine Feminine? Goddess Guidance, what do we have for the Pisces Divine Feminine? Quiet time. Yep. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Pisces, you yourself may not have been doing as much as you thought you were going to be doing at the top of 2020. You may find yourself in a very contemplative place. You find yourself sitting by yourself, thinking a lot, allowing yourself to feel a lot, meditating, exploring the thoughts that come into your mind, exploring the feelings that you feel in your heart, but not doing a whole lot of communicating. It's not a lot of talking with the Five of Swords. And the not a lot of talking, it could be for a challenging reason. Maybe communicating at this time can be hard for whatever reason. I heard speech impediments, communication, you may be having problems with like a cell phone or something. You may not have internet in the area that you are at the beginning of the year. Whatever the case may be, I'm just feeling this energy of not being able to communicate very well, or not as much as you would want to. Maybe it's a long distance, who knows? But I feel that this time that you can't spend a whole lot of time communicating is good for you, because you're going to start having a lot of realizations about yourself. A lot of the things that you begin to realize about yourself are going to make you more profitable. They are going to change your energy in such a way as when your energy changes to a more energetic abundance, then you can reap more abundance, in your manifestations. But I feel like you are taking some time away to just get yourself okay. So just make sure that you're good. This is the energy that we're taking into 2020, or the energy that you have here at the top half of 2020. More behind the scenes. You could find yourself just not being on the scene that much. Doing what you need to do to take yourself off the scene. Which means if you have to go deactivate some social media or ghost some people, very Pisces-like, then that's what you need to do for you. And it's a very responsible decision. It's for you. You're not doing it just to be dirty. You're taking yourself off the scene so that it can be a prize. You're making yourself more valuable by taking yourself off the scene. And then when you come back, then you can be in this place of being able to communicate and say exactly what you want, have exactly what you want. Very attractive communication. When you limit your contact with somebody else, it makes them want you more. So that's kind of where you are right now, Pisces. You're making yourself a hotter commodity by limiting your communication. And I feel like this is something that you did on purpose. For the most part, or in the beginning, it could have just been communication issues or cell phone issues or long distance or something like that was kind of messing up the flow of communication. Then instead of fighting against it, you kind of settled into it and realized, well, shoot, I need this time by myself anyway, so I'm just gonna look out for me. I'm going to look out for me right now and do what I need to do for me right now and take this time to myself. And I'm going to make this responsible decision. It may seem a little bit selfish, or it seems like I'm holding back, but it's more so like I just need to take care of myself and make sure I'm in a good mind state and make sure that I can actually give to other people. And I can only do that if I have a full cup myself. So you taking yourself away is actually a gift to other people, because you come back with even more influence than ever. Okay? When you come back in, you make a statement. So if you've already kind of taken yourself off the scene, your statement will be coming a little bit earlier than those who have not, taken themselves off the scene yet. Let's see what's going on in the love space. Love space for Pisces. Love space for Pisces. Pisces, 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 love. Top of 2020. Pisces, 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 Pisces. Pisces, I feel like you're truly taking a look at your involvement. Really taking a look at your involvement in your connection, in your partnership. There may have been little spats or little pockets of energy that were not the most fulfilling for you, or there may have been communication within the relationship that wasn't the most fulfilling for you. Could be lies, could be ghosting, could be like skirting around issues or someone holding back feelings. Whatever the case is, you know that you could have more, you know that the relationship could be better. But you're also looking at it from a standpoint of not trying to place a blame, but looking at, okay, how have I contributed to this being the way that it is now? And how can I contribute to moving it along in the way that I want it to move along? How can I be the change I want to see, pretty much? What I'm feeling. Because you do know that you have a very important influence on all of this. So there's going to be a lot of introspection that happens here. I feel like at the top of 2020, it's like, yeah, I still have these pure feelings for you, but let me just have a little space to myself. Let me just kind of chill out for a little minute. Let me study what it is that I need to do to connect best with you, and then I'll get back to you. And when I come back to you, I'll be even more desirable. I'll be even more passionate. I'll be even more sexy, more sensual, more loving. More of everything that you absolutely adore about the feminine in me. I'll be more of that when I take the time for myself. Because you're looking at changes that you want. You're looking at what you want to do in your life. Especially knowing that we're about to, well, not about to, because winter just started, but by the time we move into spring, by the time the seasons change, you just want things to be fresh. You want them to be new. You want them to be beautiful. You want them to be official. You don't want anything to still be in a rocky type of place. You want everything to be stable, but you want it to be passionate. You want it to be thrilling and adventurous in this relationship, but you just know that you need to take the time to correct whatever issues there may currently be in the connection. And it takes a lot of introspection, and I feel that you're absolutely ready to do that. So I feel like you're bringing into 2020 a more being more susceptible to introspection, being more open to looking at yourself as opposed to pointing a finger. I don't feel any victim energy at all. I don't understand why people give Pisces that victim energy. I see more of the victim energy from the opposite end, your polar opposite, Virgo. I see more victim energy in Virgos than I do in Pisces. I guess just because Pisces is a water sign, it's more apparent. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. We ain't gonna get into like a zodiac war. I just felt the need to say that. And because Virgo was here with the Hermit card, I felt that needed to be highlighted. But I don't feel a victim energy here. It's more like, okay, what have I done to contribute to things being the way that they are now? And what can I do moving forward to put myself back in a better position? How can I lead this without just, absolutely saying that I'm the leader? How can I do it from a calm and quiet place? How can I do it from a centered place? Pisces is very aware of their ability to control things without lifting a finger in the physical. You kind of live in the spiritual realm anyway. So that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get out of trying to hold on to things and make them happen the way you want them to happen here in the physical. And you want to let things die in the physical so that they can be reborn in the spiritual. And that's where the happiness is. That's where the celebration is. You want the focus to not be so much on the physical. That's deep. I have another Five of Swords here, which is again about that communication. I think you kind of know that things kind of need to tear apart or break apart. You know how they say absence makes the heart grow fonder? So I think you realize that your absence is what is needed at this point to move things along to a better place. I'm not telling you to ghost nobody. I'm not telling you to break up with nobody, but I'm here as a confirmation message. So whatever this energy is, you've pretty much already been thinking it, Pisces. Look what I just said. You've already been thinking it. And the Four of Swords is what came out. You have already been thinking it. It's already been on your mind, just removing yourself from the situation, letting what's currently going down end and die off. And then you can try to come back in and introduce yourself to make things better. But I feel like at this point, you've kind of pretty much done everything that you can do. It's like you fought the battle as much as you're willing to fight it. Because I don't feel like you're willing to fight for something that is going to truly harm you. But this isn't something that's like really harmful. We're above all of that, you know, here. As divine feminines, we're already above all of that. This is more so you've already given all that you're willing to give of yourself. You have been vulnerable. You've been open. You've looked at yourself and you've corrected the things that you need to correct about yourself. Now it's like you need to remove yourself. Because when you give someone a prize or you give them the fullness of you and then you take it away, that does more than telling somebody, well, I can love you and I can do this for you. And just telling them that don't mean nothing. But when you show it to them, and I feel like you have shown, Pisces, that you are willing to go the distance for this person and that you're willing to try your best to make this thing work. So after you've actually shown them just how much you could give to them or how hard you'll go for them, now it's time to pull away. And again, it's not pulling away, trying to be nasty, trying to be ugly, trying to be funny or manipulative. It's like you need to do it for you because you need to make sure that you're still good too. And you need to always have the proper influence in your own life. You need to always feel like you're valued. So you pull away a little bit. And then after they have had a taste of how hard you can go for them and how much you can love them and the passion and the sensuous energy that you bring to the connection, and then all of a sudden they don't have it anymore. That's what convinces someone to make a change. Not just telling them, you know, if you don't do right by me, we're not going to be together, or you'll never find somebody as beautiful and as loving, as understanding as me. That ain't going to do nothing, just talking. But when you show somebody and then you leave them out in the cold and then they have time to think about how things are different without you there, that's what promotes change. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening here. I think there's going to be like a strategic cut in the communication. Again, not to be petty, not to be ugly, not trying to prove a point. It's more so something that you need to do for yourself. And I feel like you kind of may need to remove yourself for a little bit, just to kind of get back to yourself a little bit, have a little quiet time to kind of love on yourself, to do what you need to do for yourself. But in the time that you're away from this person, that's the effect that it has. It makes that person want to go harder for you because they realize the absence of you in their life, how big of a hole it leaves. They realize that when you're not there for them, they're not really as happy as they are when you are there for them. You feel me? So that's the energy that I'm getting for Pisces at the top of 2020. You're just thinking about taking some time for yourself and loving on yourself and doing what you need to do for yourself, as opposed to expending so much of your energy on someone else. And because you do that, it kind of just pulls them in even harder. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. We going up in 2020, okay? So make sure you're on a team and have a happy new year, Pisces. I'll see y'all later. Bye.